Hello, 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 everyone. I am so excited. Wait till you hear. First of all, my name is Rainey Ray, and I am an essential oil educator and enthusiast. And this is our Monday education Q&A and stuff. Sometimes people hop in, sometimes they don't. But then it's posted on YouTube and in our private Facebook group. So, I first want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for the lovely, lovely birthday wishes. Our community is the best. And it really, gosh, I really felt it yesterday. It was wonderful. You know, every decade is a milestone. And I'm grateful that at turning 70 yesterday, yippee, that I feel better than I felt at 40. And so thank you, doTERRA. Um, So I want to talk to you about the new products, and I am so excited because they arrived today. Okay. When you it used to be for a while after COVID that you could get the convention kit whether you went in person or not. Or and then they started during COVID a virtual ticket, which is what I do generally because we're in Southwest Florida and it's hurricane season. But we have a global convention. Hey, Teresa, we have a global convention every year. And I love attending virtually. I wish I could be there in person. Next year, it's in Orlando. So I will be there in person and get to give real hugs to people that I know and love around the country and the world that are in doTERRA. So, um, without further ado, first I'm going to make sure that I have my um, notifications silenced because it can be annoying. So anyway, without further ado, this is the how the convention kit comes. Okay, I should make it look a little bit better like it did when it arrived. Okay, so this is how the convention kit arrived this year. doTERRA doesn't introduce as many products anymore because each year because we have so many products. Okay, we don't need a lot more. And what they're doing is they're doing fine tuning and product releases based upon a ton of research. So you open it up, and here's what it is. Um, if there's an oil in there, you always get a sticker because the stickers are not always, of course, not in the regular sticker sheets yet. So we're going to talk about RevitaZen, okay, and I'll open this pack in a moment. We are going to talk about castor oil, and I'll open this pack in a moment. And we are going to talk about this wonderful past tense stick, which I'll open and I can't wait to try it in a minute. Okay. But so doTERRA introduces products and does things for a reason. It isn't just random. All right. And in our world, it's really important to know that we need to detox. Okay. I am put together a few little slides. I don't normally do that, but I wanted to in order to have some information for you that I gleaned at convention. So I stole some screenshots. And Teresa, you can still hear me, right? Give me a thumbs up or just tell
Yes,
me you're not muted. That's great. And you can see this screen, right?
yes.
Awesome. Okay. So here are the new products. All right. doTERRA, some years has introduced a bunch of new oils and all that, but like I was saying, we don't need more oils necessarily, okay? We need just things that are tweaked for what's going on in our world today, okay? So let's just talk about all of the toxins, all right? These were staggering figures to me that 97% of Americans carry industrial chemicals in their bodies. We carry 5 grams We ingest 5 grams of plastic every week. That's about the size of a credit card. Okay. Then 5.5 billion pounds of agricultural residues applied each year globally. So that's all of the herbicides, pesticides, all that kind of stuff. All right. So let's just talk about us for a moment. Okay. Whether men or women, okay, we use 12 personal care products daily. Whether it's a cream, a soap, a hand lotion, even laundry detergents. We also use shampoos, cream rinses. You know, some people use makeup. It's easy to get to 12. And that we're exposing ourselves to a staggering 112 chemical ingredients all the time. So we view the body in doTERRA as able to heal itself. So our bodies, as we like to say, aren't broken. They're just busy doing other stuff, combating all these toxins, running around in a busy schedule, everything in the whole gamut. So enter RevitaZen. Okay. So when you get RevitaZen, if you can see in the little side picture, you'll get it comes in a capsule and it comes in an oil. All right. It's a 15 ml bottle. The capsule has a 30 capsule supply, and we'll talk about how you're going to take it later. Okay. For some people, it may be just a month's worth. For some people, it'll last longer. All right. So, advanced organ detox complex. We had the Zendocrine complex before. Okay. I don't know whether they're continuing that or not, or if this takes its place. Either way, I'm thrilled. All right. As many of you know, I was exposed to a hazmat. Medical community kind of threw up their hands. Well, didn't just kind of, they did throw up their hands. They didn't know how to fix me. Okay. And luckily, through doTERRA, I was able to detox my body and get healthy again. All right. Um, so this RevitaZen, like all of the doTERRA products, has clinically backed activities that that it does. It got advanced delivery and measurable outcomes. So doTERRA is not just an oil company. It's a research, science, and development company in order to help us up level our health. Okay. The RevitaZen Oil Blend is broad spectrum support for detox enzymes. All right. So we have a lot of enzymes in our bodies. Some of them help us detox. Antioxidant defenses and organ protection. And you'll see what I mean in a moment when we talk about the ingredients. Okay. And here we go. Okay. So RevitaZen, and I believe it's probably going to take the place of Zendocrine, but either way, if they're side by side, that's okay. Contains tangerine essential oil, geranium, juniper berry, rosemary, ginger, and cilantro. You can look up each of these individual oils and you'll see what they do and you'll understand why they're in this RevitaZen. Okay. The cool thing is that there are different constituents in this that are working together. So if we flip back, like the tangerine, it has limonene in it. One of the high, I think it's 85% limonene. Okay. Other of the oils that are in here contain 1/8 cinylyl and A-pinene. All right. These are incredible oils for um, helping us with not only enhancing our detox enzymes, but protecting against oxidative stress. And in this also is ginger, okay? Ginger is a powerhouse when it comes to gut health and up leveling our detoxing. So we want to support this gut barrier and bile flow. So what you take in, whether it's absorbed through your environment or whether you're eating it, has to get processed through your body and it has to go out. Okay? So in is important and out is important. So, um, in both products is the oil. Okay? In both products is the oil. Here's how they did it. Ba-ba-da-da. Another dual chamber capsule. So the outer chamber is our RevitaZen Detox Complex Blend. And also, in addition to that, is black cumin seed oil, which we don't have otherwise. As you can see here, it's for immune and liver function, reduces oxidative stress to protect liver tissue. Okay, oxidative stress, let's talk about that. Okay, oxidative stress is what it is damaging to our bodies. So we always want to reduce oxidative stress. Then we also in here have cumin, which is also certified pure essential grade oil, which improves the lipid metabolism. Remember, it's all about working with our bodies to make sure that what we get in can go out. Okay. Then the inner chamber has milk thistle. I mean, we've been waxing poetic about milk thistle for decades. All right. Advanced liver support and increase liver antioxidant protection and regeneration. In here, a new thing, new to me, some of you may know about it, is artichoke leaf extract, which enhances bile production and digestive function. So when you have these together in this dual chamber advanced delivery system, it allows for maximum potency and targeted delivery. So it's actually bringing the oil down in and then mixing it with the other elements that are in the inner chamber as it is absorbed in your body. All right. So what we want to understand is that, and I'm going to try and see if I can, well, I can't really move this, but we've got the phase one, the activation, the cumin essential oil, okay, and the black cumin seed oil that ensures that toxins are activated without excessive oxidative stress. All right. Then in the second phase, we have our limonene and we have our ginger that boost the glutathione. If you don't know what glutathione is, please Google it, okay? And phase two enzymes. Then this silibin co-crystal, and there's a picture somewhere of this co-crystal that when you look at it under a microscope, it just looks like a weird kind of a puzzle, okay? And that enhances the antioxidant defenses. So that's going to help when there's antioxidants in our body. That means that certain cells don't have their pair, and we need to pair them up. And this, in an amazing way, helps to do that. Then phase three is transportation and elimination, meaning moving stuff out, getting stuff out. I mean, I was laughing with somebody earlier, and Teresa, it may have been you, that we talk about our dog's poop. You know, Tom will come back from bringing Larry out on a poop walk or whatever, and I'll say, "Hey, did he poop? Yeah. How was it? Good. Okay." We may even talk about what it looked like. We don't do that with ourselves. We need to be more aware of what our elimination is, okay? So artichoke supports that bile movement, and juniper oil complements with the urinary clearance. Because remember, juniper is wonderful for liver and kidneys, okay? So how do we use these? There's three ways, like I referred to earlier. First of all, I'm going to be using them every day. Okay. I believe that we need to detox our bodies on a daily basis because we're exposed to stuff every day. So I am going to be taking at the very least one of the RevitaZen, and it's called Advanced Organ Detoxification Complex. Okay. I'm going to be taking one of these at least every day. When I say at least, I will usually pair it with some additional RevitaZen oil in my water through the day. So I now love to use MetaPower in my water because who doesn't want to shrink fat cells and not have as much appetite through the day? But I'm going to mix it up with the RevitaZen oil, okay? Then you can do a 30-day cleanse. And I loaded these documents in our group. You can do it with the VMG or with the Lifelong Vitality Foundational Wellness Supplements. So that this chart is going to be in our group. And anyone who's not in our group, please hit me up and I'll send it to you. So this is how you're going to be incorporating and using the complex, sorry, and the oil throughout the whole 30 days. And then we have our 90-day reset, which is phenomenal. If I hadn't been working on my body to detox for these years with doTERRA, I would jump right into the 90-day reset. Because I've been working on my body, I do a 30-day cleanse twice a year. Okay. The optimum would be 4 times a year, every quarter. You know what? Life isn't perfect. Okay. I try and do it twice a year. The 90-day cleanse, if you haven't been working on detoxing your body, or if you feel like you need an extra start, the first 30 days, you're preparing your body just like you would prepare your garden to put in some wonderful seeds. The second 30 days, you're actually cleansing and getting rid of, like we were talking about, and eliminating a lot of the toxins and things that are in your body. But if you try and do that without preparing your body, it is not going to work as well. Okay. Now, we call these a cleanse, but they're not a cleanse like that. They're really a support for your body to use its own cleansing organs, liver, kidney, and colon, as well as secondary ones, meaning the skin and things like that, to actually perform better, do their job, and be able to get rid of toxins. The last 30 days on the 90-day cleanse is incredible. Now you are putting in your beautiful seeds. You are renewing your body. You're feeding your body stuff, which before your body was not able to absorb and use to the fullest capability because of all of the weeds and junk, like in that garden. Okay. So if that makes sense. So RevitaZen, wholesale is, and that's what we look at because, no friends don't let friends ever buy retail. All right. So 47.50, it's going to be wholesale. I don't know if they'll put it on discounted, like some other products when you buy your VMG or Lifelong Vitality. Okay. Designed for daily use, can be used in other targeted ways. Um, some people may be taking more than one of the capsules a day. It depends where your body's at, and we can talk about that. The oil, $29 wholesale. Okay. You can use it in a diffuser. You can use it, like I'm going to some of the time, in your water. You can use it for dry brushing. This is such a lovely oil, and I want to smell it now. I haven't smelled it yet. Um, oh my, it smells so much better than the Zendocrine, and there's those hints of geranium and ginger. Oh, this is going to be lovely to use. Lovely, lovely. I can't wait. All right, so castor oil. I have got to tell you, I have never used castor oil. Teresa, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, good. All right, we can launch into this together. Okay. I always thought as castor oil is something that smelled terrible, was sticky and icky, and all that kind of stuff. All right. doTERRA would not release their own castor oil, even though people have been asking for it until they could do it right. So let's see what this baby looks like. All right. So when I come off of the slide presentation, we will, I don't know if I can smell this or if I have to take off an inner thing. It's very mild. It doesn't smell icky. I'm going to open it up further in a minute, but let me just talk to you about it for a moment.
Interesting.
Um, I went on the marketplace before they were out of them and bought, you see the woman in the center using that larger roller? I bought some of those. So I've got a couple extra, and anyone that wants to be using the castor oil in various different ways, mixing it in that big roller and applying it for skincare and whatever, I will, if you're committed to trying it, I will gift you one. So people use castor oil for their skin. People use castor oil for their hair, for their eyelashes, eyebrows. People put castor oil on their hair, scalp and rub it in and bring it through their hair and then sleep with it overnight. As you see on the right-hand side, there's a castor oil pack. I don't know where mine is. I bought one cheap. It was like $8 on Amazon. It was organic bamboo cotton, and you put castor oil on, and you put whatever oils you want, and then you strap that around, and primarily above on the liver, but you could do it any other areas in order to help detox and support the liver. In the center there, you'll see that heart-shaped patch. That's for belly button oiling. And we'll talk about that in a moment. We're off screen because I have posted in our group way I don't know, 3 years ago, the belly button oils stuff. Okay, so castor oil has been around for a long, long time. It's the kind of things that our great, 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 great grandparents used for a lot of purposes. Interestingly enough, and I was blown away by this. It takes 450 to 500 seeds to produce one bottle. Now, this bottle is amber glass in order to protect the castor oil. And this is 300 milliliters or 10.14 fluid ounces. So 450 to 500 seeds to make one bottle. Each plant yields only 2 to 3 bottles per season and 750 drops of organic CPTG castor oil inside every bottle. Okay, so CPTG, certified pure tested grade. It's the standard that doTERRA developed, and they use in-house and third-party testers in order to make sure every batch is the same chemical constituent, batch to batch to batch to batch. Okay, now ours is organic also. doTERRA works with farmers around the world. We don't put organic on our bottles of oil because our standards are even higher than organic. Some countries that our oils come from, you can't even get organic certification. In addition, if you could, it would be very expensive for the farmers. So doTERRA's standards are even higher than organic. So together, these form an inside and out detox ritual. Okay. So why castor oil? That's what I was wondering. Okay. What is the big hoopla over castor oil? All right. As I said, the CPTG makes sure that every bottle meets the same high standards for sourcing and quality. So if you buy a bottle now and buy a bottle next month, um, they'll be the same. By the way, I heard people saying that they use so much castor oil that they'll be going through 2 bottles a month. I know, that's what I thought. All right, so it's rich in, and I'm gonna butcher this. Teresa, if you can help, ricinoleic acid.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so that's a rare fatty acid not found in other plants. It delivers deep, nourishing support. So we're talking about skin care, hair care, okay? It holds essential oils in place longer on the skin because it has got a high viscosity, meaning it's thick, okay? Ours is not thick and gunky as some of them. Okay, that's the way I view castor oil. But, and we'll compare in a moment to fractionated coconut oil, but they're saying to apply oils with castor oil to have more of an effect. It helps maintain moisture. So there you go with the skin and the wrinkles and all that. And what they recommend is using an organic cotton-lined pack to maximize the benefits. So you want to hold the castor oil in place, whether you're adding oils with it or not. So here we go. All right, let's talk about, before we get into carrier oils, let's talk about these oils. Okay. Remember, these oils are volatile aromatic compounds. I open the bottle and it is starting to evaporate. It is starting to go into the air. Okay. I put a drop on my skin neat and it's going into the air quite quickly. All right. They say if you put it on neat, you're probably getting less than 10%. Some say around 5% of the oil that's actually going and absorbing into your skin because of the high volatility. We use coconut oil or jojoba or whatever kind of carrier oil in order to hold the oils on the skin. We love coconut oil because it is good shelf life. It is a neutral, meaning that it doesn't have the aroma to conflict with oils. Unlike the coconut oil used in your kitchen, the fractionated coconut oil has 2 or 3 fats removed so that it stays liquid. All right, and that's what we want. It helps when people have sensitivity to the oils, and it helps oils localize, meaning that you can apply an oil in a specific spot with coconut oil and it will stay in that spot for absorption primarily. Of course, it'll go through the body. But for example, if I have a wound, okay, I'm going to apply certain oils right on that wound and I want that to be the primary absorption spot. And it's great for massage, okay? So now enter castor oil. It's thicker. It penetrates deeper and it hydrates and nourishes the skin. It holds the oils on longer. So if we're using coconut oil, they were saying there's somewhere about around 50% absorption. When we use castor oil, we get close to 80% absorption of the oils. That's phenomenal. Okay. So, and you can use it for targeted areas. So, just to recap, the oil pack, which is the wrap, okay? The oil patch, which is to hold oils like the one with the striped pants there in the center, to hold the oils in a specific spot like your belly button. Spot application, the people are, a woman's doing over here with the dropper. The roller bottle, which is down below, cut off a bit. And dry brushing, okay? Lots of other ways to use castor oil. This is just a few ideas. All right. The castor oil will be $28 a bottle, and that's wholesale. As I said, it's in an amber glass bottle, so that it can, you know, uh, protect the oils. And you'll be able on the website to read all about it. As with the RevitaZen complex and the oils, they'll be available October 1st. Okay. So this is really amazing. I didn't know this was going to be released. And last week when I talked about past tense, I mean, I love past tense. All right. Past tense I've been using. We used to get it in a roller. And if you have this roller that's labeled from doTERRA, save it, please. All right. It now only comes in a 15 ml bottle, and past tense is our tension blend. So what they did, and I'm really excited for this, is they created this, and let me get the little protector cap off. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my favorite place to put this is where I get a tension headache to put the oil. I'm going to put it on here and see. Okay, it feels great. It has all the aroma of our past tense. It's in a small enough container that I can put this in my purse. I can put it in my pocket. I can take it with me traveling. All right. So, what's in here? All of the stuff that's in our past tense plus sweet gum. All right. So, wintergreen for pain, peppermint for uplifting and energizing, frankincense because when in doubt, get your frank out. Okay. Chamomile for relaxing and great for skin. Basil is in there, lavender, cilantro. You can read about them. Marjoram is great for relaxing also, and rosemary. Past tense is used for muscle aches, muscle pain, and relaxing in order to go to sleep. Headaches, migraines, all of that. We think of deep blue so often when we think of pain, but please start thinking about past tense, okay? So, in our wellness pyramid, all right, so down at the bottom of the wellness pyramid in that kind of a pale green is your digestion and nutrition and digestion. Then the next one is movement and metabolism. The next one is rest and manage stress. The next one up is reducing toxicity. The next one up is informed self-care. And then the top one is proactive medical care. Okay. So we at doTERRA have this pyramid, part of its lifestyle, part of its health care. Okay. So past tense, along with balance, adaptive, lavender, serenity, all work to help us with rest and manage stress. Okay. In addition, along with deep blue, aroma touch, and copaiba, past tense also helps us with the movement and metabolism phase because it's addressing our muscles. So, where's the overlap here? What do we grab? How do we know what to grab for the muscles? Okay. Um, Deep blue helps with nerve function and discomfort, meaning pain. Okay. These slides have to be compliant, but think about pain. Okay. Aroma touch is great for muscle discomfort and circulation. Past tense is great for muscle tension. All right. So you can see the overlapping oils in each of them. Okay. Peppermints in all three. Wintergreen's in two. And lavender, marjoram, and basil are in two. So you can search this out in our group. This is a list of all of the good things. Not all, I shouldn't say all. Many of the good things that past tense can help us with. So, past tense stick. Oh, and this, my forehead feels great, by the way. Past tense stick, $22. All right, like any of the other sticks that we have, it went on smooth. It's not greasy feeling. It's not tacky feeling. It's wonderful. All right, so I am going to stop my share. And I want to explain to you that many times what I'll be doing, I'll take this past tense stick with me, but what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a little bit of the past tense. This is pure oil in this roller, or you can have it in a 15 ml bottle, no big deal. And I'll either put that on first and put this over or vice versa, or put a little past tense right on here and put it over if you want to boost the strength of it. Okay. This is plenty strong. I use past tense all the time and I feel fabulous. Whatever little tension headache I had from looking at the computer, gone ski. Okay. Gone. All right. You know, you can roll it on the back of your neck. It is it's wonderful. I mean, you can spot treat different areas, muscle areas, and things like that. So, muscle tension, reach for past tense. Um, any questions on those, Teresa?
No,
What are you
no.
excited about?
It, I don't know. They're all really interesting. I think the RevitaZen,
Yeah,
and the castor oil. I want to look into the castor oil some more. And I didn't realize that the castor oil was so good for your skin. I mean, it makes sense, but I just never thought about it, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
I just remember back in the day, I don't know if it was a commercial on television, I don't know what it was, but I remember something about, okay, the mother's grabbing castor oil for the kid because the kid was sick, whatever. I don't know if it was stomach ache, I don't remember, but
right,
but I mean, it makes sense.
right. Our castor oil is not for internal use, so we're going to put it on with packs. Okay.
Hmm.
Sometimes what you would hear about is people complaining the icky taste of castor oil, you know. Um, I will keep you guys posted if people are ingesting it, but I do not see supplement facts on this. And
Okay,
that may be because the FDA hasn't gotten around to it, you
okay,
know. I don't know
right.
the answer to that. So that's what I'm gonna suggest. But it's interesting because even eyelashes that people who struggle with growing nice, full eyelashes take castor oil with rosemary and lavender. And you can take, like, you can get those clean little brushes that are like the mascara brushes,
Yes,
and you can put some on there and then just brush it on.
really,
And people who do that nightly, some people buy an empty mascara tube, clean one,
right?
and put a little of the castor oil on and then brush the oils on or mix in oils with castor oil in the mascara thing.
Okay,
And then, carefully without getting too much putting it on. We'll have to experiment, and see
right,
how we,
yes.
yeah, yeah. But in terms of liver function, this is what I'm really excited about. This being able to support our liver better with castor oil with that pack. And I'm going to put a couple of drops of this on
Hmm.
and help this these products don't detox you. They assist and support your body to doing what it's meant to do.
The
And
natural function of the liver. It supports the liver so that the liver can actually do its job
yes,
without getting overworked by all of the substances that we may be absorbing throughout our body.
yes,
But
well
I'm
said.
okay.
Yeah. So, for example, when I was exposed to hazmat,
Hmm.
my liver was packed with whatever it was. The government never
Right.
told me what it was. And my kidney and my colon. So my secondary chimneys, filters,
Hmm.
getting rid of stuff, that's
Hmm.
the skin,
Right.
one of them. So that's why my palms were cracking and bleeding, trying to get the stuff out. It started with rashes and then it went to more serious wounds,
Yeah.
cracking and bleeding of the palms. And I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, dermatologists, physicians of every kind, internists, primaries, every people's gastrointestinal, they didn't know what to
They
do.
didn't know what it was.
Yeah, because they didn't know what it was, and even if they did know what it was, they didn't know how to get it out of me.
Right.
A lot of people walk around with a lot of heavy metals in them
Yeah.
for their whole lives. Like we were at the gun range yesterday, and Tom was saying that the ventilation system wasn't working as good as it normally was there. So we were breathing in more of that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Add that to the list. You know?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
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 And you don't realize it.
No, no, you don't realize it. That's why I'm going to get into using both of them. Every day I'm going to be using the RevitaZen.
Hmm.
Um, And if anyone wants to look further into the 30-day, it's really a detox. It's not a cleanse. Okay. When I think of cleanses, I think sitting on the toilet. Okay.
Well, yes. So the 30 days. So is it a 30 days of the capsules? I'm a
Yeah,
little
it's
confused
30
about
days
that.
of the capsules. And then the first part, just like with the 90-day,
Hmm.
you're taking things in addition to your VMG and these cap to prepare.
Right.
The
Yes.
second 10 days, you're taking our GX Assist in order to help move things through your colon and lower intestines.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
And then the third 10 days, or 30 days on the bigger one, you're reloading in good stuff like probiotics and all that to reload it back in,
Oh, okay.
but in a higher dose.
Okay.
Because now I have a mini cleanse, okay, for those of us who have not, who have been using foundational wellness products and are supporting our bodies already,
Hmm.
okay? What I tell people to do is for 10 days, take your GX Assist, okay? And then um, for the first, like, 15 days, you can do it for or a week, take
Hmm.
whatever you want to do. Take your GX Assist, which is helping your body eliminate. Most people take one a day. Tom and I take two a day, one morning, one night. Some people take more per day, okay,
Okay.
in order to get their um, elimination going,
Right.
okay? And then you stop that, and then you take a double dose of our PB Restore.
Okay.
So one morning, an evening. And so you're cleaning out, loading in.
Okay. I see.
And that's really what it is. It's a renewal of your microbiome.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That makes sense. So you're cleansing it first, and then would you restart? Then would you start the RevitaZen after you go through the cleansing process?
I'd be doing this the whole way through.
Oh, start even. Okay. Start the RevitaZen
Right.
along with.
Right. And I'll put a chart in that'll be a
Oh,
little more.
gotcha.
And maybe I'm
Okay.
confusing it a little because um because I'm discombobulated. But to me, this is going to be an everyday product anyway.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And I hope they'll be able to have it for us in the if I go to the group, I'm going to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
You go into our Green Dog group. I'm going to go into our files. I'm going to go to the 30-day right here, and I'm going to pull it up. So if I go into, yep, here we go. All right, let me pull it up as a PDF. And now I'm going to come back, go into share screen, and I'm going to go to here, share. Okay, so,
Oh, I see. Yep.
okay, so here's
Yes.
your activate phase, your reset phase,
Oh, okay.
okay,
Yeah.
and let me move this, and then your renew phase. So you're
Okay.
taking your PB Restore all the way through. You're taking your RevitaZen all the way through.
Okay.
And oh, and Surrey is going with me. And so what you'll end up doing is, as you can see right here, that you're taking your GX Assist the second week, okay? So days
Yes.
11 through 20. Your Terrazyme is all the way through. And your DDR Prime, whether you have the soft gels or the capsule, is irrelevant. I mean, whether you
Okay.
have the capsules, soft gels or the drops is irrelevant,
Oh,
okay?
okay.
Because
Okay.
the soft gels have 3 or 4 drops in it, and you can just do that, okay?
Okay.
If you don't have the capsules. But if you notice all the way through every phase, you're taking your VMG, your E Omega, and your
Yeah.
PT Restore.
Yeah.
Okay. You're taking your RevitaZen Detox Blend. and you're going to be taking your RevitaZen support. So I was the only way I visualized it before was with our Zendocrine, and now with
Okay.
these, this is very helpful. Okay. So they used to add in a lemon to take all the way through. Now it's the RevitaZen oil.
Okay. Mm.
So if that makes sense.
It does. Yes.
Yeah. So
Very
that's
good.
helpful. That was a
Awesome.
visual. It helped me straighten out too. So thank you.
Yeah, that helps
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. But I mean, our bodies are designed to detox. They're just not designed for the overload we give them.
Right.
And so that's why I think that we have to really support it. And the support doesn't have to be extreme. I am not comfortable doing a harsh cleanse on my body. Some
Right.
people are.
Yeah. Well,
And that's really up to them. Okay. I believe that detoxing can be gentle and it's an ongoing daily thing.
yeah.
Um, so
Well,
I'm
that makes sense because we're exposed to things on a daily basis. So
yeah,
if you do a
yeah.
gentle daily, then it's not as hard on your body.
And that's why doTERRA wants us to do a 30-day cleanse a few times a year. They say four. I'm sorry, I never have done it four times a year. Okay. I really feel good if I get it done twice a year. Some years it's been once,
Yeah.
but it has given my body a reset.
Yeah. That makes
Um,
sense.
yeah. And if we're doing good stuff throughout the year, you've got a leg up.
Yes.
And when I started, I didn't know about any of these things, and I would have done
Oh,
whole cleaning out and restocking, and that probably would have shortened my healing time from the exposure.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Probably would have
Yeah. Yeah.
helped a
So
lot.
when you know better, you do better. So here we are.
Well, it's a journey.
It's a journey. Yes. And I'm so glad we're doing it together. All right, everybody. These products will be available October 1st. I'm gonna jump into things like the castor oil and see what I think.
All right. Let us know.
I will keep you posted, and then when we all get them, you will we'll compare notes and how we're gonna do this.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Teresa, thank you for joining. I love your input. And everybody else, happy oiling and take good care and have a great week and all of that. Take care.